This is an Auto Sleepers Fairford, and these are always interesting to have a look at, these Auto Sleepers, because they pack a lot into them. So you've got things like solar panels on the roof on this one, there's an awning, which you'll see on the other side, and even just walking down this side, you've got things like the gas system is built into the vehicle, so you fill it from there. This one here is 240 volt power, so you can plug in if you're in a campsite and get 240 volts into the vehicle. Over here, this is quite clever. This is actually for a satellite TV hookup. So if you're in a campsite or you have your own dish, you want to plug in, you can get satellite TV into the vehicle. Water filler is there, and that is the cassette for the toilet. And if we come on all the way around, it's a 6.3 metre vehicle this, it's a pretty big one. And you'll see when we go inside just what a difference that makes. That little chap up there is a reversing camera. And if we come right around here, this then is the door into the interior. Now this one's got a 160 horsepower engine and it's an automatic, so very nice one to drive. So that opens like that. This is the awning that I mentioned, that's across here, and that then is the cranking handle to get the awning out. There's a little button here, if we push that, that'll deploy the step, and we'll head up to the front. First of all, this seat swings around, as you can see. And this is where we drive from. As I mentioned, automatic transmission on this one, which is great. That is the screen for reversing camera. There's sat nav on this one as well. And all your normal engine instrumentation is over here. So that's where you drive from. Power sockets in here as well. So there's a 12 volt socket just there and a USB right next to it. So all nice and convenient when you're motoring. But if we come back here, this is pretty nifty because you've got a nice dinette area here, or lounging area, but you can drop that table down and make that into a double bed. And the other thing that you've got here, which I think is very useful, is if you look in behind here, you can see it's actually got two seat belts. They're hidden away, so they're not in the way when you're just lounging, but it means that 4 people can travel in this, which of course for a family is brilliant. You've got more sockets down here, so there's a USB there and there's a 240 volt power socket. That's when you're plugged in with that socket that we saw on the outside of the vehicle. This is all storage up in behind here, and these are very nifty. These are little reading lights. If you switch that one on, there we go. You can swivel these, or you can turn them, and you can actually turn the whole thing and move it around. You can even take it right out if you want to and put it somewhere else, because these tracks are all the way around the vehicle. There we go. That's brilliant, isn't it? Very nice. So if you want a bit more light at one end, you can just bring them both down to one end for reading, or you can distribute them as you wish. Now if we go down onto this side, what we have up here is the monitoring system for the vehicle. So this is giving you things like your battery condition, your leisure battery and your vehicle battery, fresh water levels, wastewater levels. This is brand spanking new, so there's nothing in it at all at the moment. So that's what that one does, and that one up there is the central heating system. We've got skylights in here as well. Up above these have got lines that come across. That's a fly screen if you put it that way. If you pull that one, then we've got a night screen, and of course this opens as well for some ventilation. Some pretty powerful lights in here. These just have a little touch button in the centre like so. So we've got loads of light pouring into here. And then this, again, is a load of storage about the place. So you can get everything tucked away. Like so. That little fella is a sink underneath there. More power sockets up here, so 240 volt and your 12 volt, and that one there is an aerial socket. Now what they do with these is they don't put TVs in, they supply them, and then the owner tells the company where they would like them and they fit them wherever you want. So that's why you don't tend to see TVs in these vehicles, because they haven't yet been fitted. More storage up here, glasses holders as well, that's a neat touch. And then plates are in that one. Down underneath there's a fridge over on this side, and then look at this cooker. It's a proper 3-burner hob on this. This is gas powered, so that's what's powered off those LPG tanks. And then you've got an oven and a grill down underneath here. But what you've also got then is a microwave up above. So when you're plugged into 240 power, if you want to use your microwave, then you can do. They've even put an extractor fan in this one. And then if we go to this side, this slides open like so. And that's your toilet and your shower. And again, Some very clever thinking, because your loo is there so you can get to it nice and easily. Wash basin is just there. If you were showering, you might argue that wash basin's in the way a bit. Well, it's not, because it just slides out of the way. A lot of clever thinking gone into this. And the shower, of course, you can see just here. And that whole area is designed to drain, so it's just nice and easy to use. Let's pull that one back across. And then finally back here, you'll see there's a couple of sockets on the floor. You can put another table in here, make a completely separate area. But what you've also got here is these have got sections that slide out underneath like this. You can put a cushion in the middle, and that makes that into another bed. So you've got 2 beds here and 2 beds, as I said, up there at the front. And again, a load more storage up in places like this. These funky lights again that you can move about on these tracks. Like so. And these windows, these have all got blinds on, so they drop down. That's a fly screen if you go that way, and then that one lifts up to make a night screen. But what's great about this is, of course, you've got the doors at the back, which means you've got access then from both of these areas completely separate. So we can open this up like so, and that little lever there, and we're straight out the back. And it also means with this configuration that if you want to put a couple of bikes in the middle or other stuff into here when you're out moving around, then it's really easy to do so. So there we go. But that is a big interior, isn't it? I think that's great. Very nicely done. Okay, let's close that one back up. And that fella like so. And I think we'll come back round here and finish up in this comfy seat up here at the front. To say huge thanks to Nickwell Motorhomes, they've organised this tour, and huge thanks as ever to you guys for watching. We'll catch you on another one of these very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.